Good morning, guys. It's 11:30. We're going to start our class. We don't have any students here. We're going to record a session. We'll do some of the problems. Just to remind you, last class we did number 18, and today we're going to do number 19. And it's a little tedious, a little challenging, so be a little patient. But, excuse me. Before we do number 19, I'm going to make up and show you something here that you really want to understand. Those of you who are watching this class later, this is our class. Okay. What I did. Do we have somebody walking in? Okay. So we do have, we are recording, but let's see who this person is. Brianna, how are you? Well, thanks for coming. So let me make a little introduction for the whole class, and I'll ask you if you have any questions. We're going to start with that, okay? So again, guys, those of you who are here and those of you who are listening to it later, listen to me very carefully. Assessment, if you go under assessment, go under quizzes, you see more here than what you would see. Don't worry. There is something called No Credit Exam 1. What is this? Well, it's really Exam 1 available for you if you want to take, if you want to practice. If you haven't taken Exam 1 on time, it's available here for you to take. However, you can ask me to grade it, I'll grade it, but your grade won't go to the grade book, okay? Because this is non-credit. It's for practice. I know a couple of you missed it. So it won't hurt your grade because your exam one score will be replaced with your final score. However, you do not want to miss more than one exam. If you do, it is going to hurt your grade. So every time I'll give you an exam, I'll leave a so-called blank exam, no credit. And those of you who have taken it, you want to do it again, you want to practice, you want to see what it looks like, I'm going to show you right now. And I won't go there grade it. You have to email me and tell me, I took exam 1 again, can you grade it? You can take exam 1 10 times. If you want to, I'll show you the preview. So it has all the questions. You can enter the answer, play with it, and in one order. It's not going to change it won't be random. It's a good way to see what exam 1 is like. Okay, it's for everyone's reference, and those of you who didn't take it, you can take it, and you can ask me to grade it. Okay, however, again, I'm making it very clear. Do not misunderstand me. This is not going to be for grade because it says no credit, but you can take it for practice. If it makes any sense, Brianna, I'll start with you. If you have any questions about anything, or if you have any questions about the past problems we have done, what can we do for you? I'll start with you, and then we're going to do some problems. And the plan is to do number 19 and go on, hopefully finish this packet. That's the plan. You have any questions, Brianna? Anything specific you want me to do?
No, last class was pretty straightforward, so I'm good.
Good. So let's move on. Good. I'm glad you think it's straightforward. That's always good to hear. I'm glad you're here too. If I make a mistake, you're going to catch me, hopefully. I'll try not to make them, but okay. So let me take this to my Mathigon Polypad so that I can write. Make this a little bigger. Not that you care about these things. I'm just telling you what's going on. All right, guys, this is a little tricky. So bear with me, be a little patient. I'll be happy to do more than one if I have to. Like this line. Now, these are not that difficult. They came from, mostly high school, middle school texts. The initial ones are more from middle school. The later ones are probably high school. Some came from standardized exam. The next one, I believe it's number 20, came from a GMAT exam, graduate management admission test, something like that. Okay. All right, let's see where we can go, what we can do. All right, the octagon, this is an octagon. I'm going to show you. Okay, one side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This pink shape is an octagon. Okay, I proved it. Created by 5 rectangles. Sure, they're saying they're all congruent. 2, 2, 4, and 1, 5. Okay. They're saying if the perimeter of each rectangle is 11, well, the perimeter is 11 means this. This perimeter is 11. I'm going to take this, and if you don't mind, I'm going to separate it right here. So this is, I copied it as you can tell. This is 11 means always knowing the semi-perimeter for this kind of a problem where edges are touching is very helpful. So I'm going to say the semi-perimeter, that means this plus this is 5.5, half of 11. Do I know that the long side is 5, the short side is 0.5? No, I don't know anything, but I do know long side plus the short side is 5.5. Where's 5.5 coming from? 11 over 2. Okay, this is the background knowledge. It should be in the back of your head. One short side and one long side of the same rectangle is 5.5. So now they want us to find the perimeter of this shape. So I'm going to use different colors, guys, okay? Let's use purple. This purple L is 5.5. Why? Because the semi-perimeter is 5.5. This yellow L is also 5.5 because the semi-perimeter is 5.5. You have to be a little careful here. Okay, the rest are not so cut and dried. Okay, so I want to find out if I can find one long side and one short side. That's going to be 5.5. I'm going to go for pink, and you have to I've done the thinking in the past. That's why I'm doing it so fast. You have to think, I'm claiming this pink and this pink is also another 5.5. Long plus short. Now, the next one I'm going to do it using green. This, and I'm going to have to be very careful. This is all of this is a long side because this matches here. All of the green stuff is one long side. Now I'm going to argue that this has to be one short side. Why? Take a look at this one. Take a look at this one. This rectangle is pushed this much. If you push this guy this much, if this is a W, this has to be a W. So the claim that I'm about to make is that the green wavy length, all of it, this guy, and this guy is L plus W. L is the long side. This and this together is L. So what do we have here? We have the yellow L, which is 5.5. So I'm going to write it here nicely. So my final answer, the perimeter. The perimeter of the octagon is I'm going to write it like this, guys. Okay, for purple, I have a purple L, yellow L, pink L. I'm just calling it an L. I know it's not an L. Doesn't look like an L. And the green L. What's an L? L is the semi-perimeter. Let's just use the word semi-perimeter. The yellow length is a semi-perimeter. The purple length on my picture is a semi-perimeter. The two pink pieces form a semi-perimeter. And the green part, that's a little hard, okay, to see, is also a semi-perimeter. So how many semi-perimeters do I have? I have 4 semi-perimeters. I'm going to write each semi-perimeter is 5.5. So I'm going to make it 22. What's the unit? cm. I'm pretty confident my answer is right, but I will go back and do a little quick check. This is number 19. And then I'm going to come back. 22, we got it right. Let's pause it a little bit before we move on and do the next one. Will I change this shape too much? Not really. I won't. These are hard. To me, this is a variation of problem 18. You know, taking a bunch of rectangles, rearranging them, trying to find the perimeter. So this is kind of like another type of number 18. just to let you know, talking to everybody, I have been uploading some extra practice problems on BlazeView. If you need more, the ones I think are difficult, some of the ones I already have 2 copies in the packet. Ones that I think are difficult, I've been uploading them. Some more will be uploaded today, hopefully. If you need more, if you need something specific, you have to clearly email me to my not BlazeView account, this account, awares at this email, awares@valdosta.edu. I'm not going to write valdosta.edu. You know, that's the easy part. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to email me saying, could you upload those problems? Number 5 from area perimeter 1, some more. I'm struggling. I will be happy to do them, but I'm doing them anyway. Nobody asked me yet, but I'm doing them. I have some. Any questions from anyone? Oh, we have 3 people there. Oh my goodness. Jersey, Brianna, any questions from anyone? Awesome. Hopefully you're doing well, both of you. Thank you for coming. All right, guys. Excuse me. I'm going to go back and do the next one. These are not really that difficult, but they do have a they do need a little subtle touch, including this one. Let's try 21. I'm going to actually do both 21 and 22 because in the past I have seen that people find this problem for some reason a little challenging. This one, the one I'm working on, the one that I will be working on, I guess. Okay, let's take it. Once again, while I'm taking it, I did put your exam 1. It's available. You can take it for fun, not for credit. It's the same exam that your friends got. If you want to practice for your exam 2, some of these same questions will show up. So just be aware of that. All right. Okay. Let's read the question. The figure represents the flag of an imaginary country that consists of 4 differently colored rectangles. I can see it. There are 4, each of which has length L and width W. Each of which has length L and width W. Okay, I can see that too. So that tells me, guys, okay, they're all the same size rectangle. They could have said these 4 rectangles are congruent. They could have said that, but they're saying they're all L by W. Fine. It's the same thing. Okay. It's kind of like one of the problems we did in the past in this class. Kind of like that. Not totally. Okay. If the area of the flag is this. Okay. So it would be nice to know the area of one rectangle. You know, all the rectangles are the same size. So you can say okay, I'm not going to worry about the unit here. Okay. I like to put my unit in the last part. Area of the rectangle is, you don't need it to be this big. Area of the rectangle is 4,800 divided by 4, which turns out to be 1,200 cm square. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, guys. Now, the main catch is you don't know what L is, what W is. However, you do know one thing. This is W, and so is this, because this is W. This picture allows you to conclude L is equal to 3W. That's an important finding. L is equal to 3W. What's the relationship? 3 W's make L because it's a rectangular flag. Things match. This is 3W. This is 3W as well. Almost done, guys. Set up your equation. Okay. length times width is the area, which is 1200. However, you do know instead of L, you can write 3W, right? 3W here. All right, now just solving for W, how hard could that be? 3. All right, finding W. I'm going to isolate W square first by dividing both sides by 3. And I think it's 400. Almost done, guys. I need to find W, not W square. I'll take the square root of both sides. And the good news is you can use your calculator, but square root of 400 is, I believe, 20. So W is 20 centimeter. Find what is the width of each of the, oh, you found W. They wanted you to find W and you got it. It's 20. And the answer is W is 20 cm. That's your answer. You can easily check is if W is 20, L is going to be 60. Okay, I'm checking. And W is 20. If you multiply 20 by 60, you get 1200. Good sign. Okay, each rectangle we got 1200. And there are 4 rectangles. Multiply 1200 by 4. You're going to get 4800. So I know I'm right. I don't have to check my answer. Pause here a little bit for those of you who are here to process it. Okay. As promised, guys, I know it's not that bad for you guys. I know that. I have had you in the class in the past. So I'm going to do the second one again. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say again. I'm going to do the second one as well. Okay. It's fun. So I'm going to go to my little page. Well, since we're here, I might as well check, right? 20. Did we, at least I can check if my answer is correct. And it is. We got 20. That's a good sign. And let's try the next one. 21 as promised. All right, let me grab this and go to my PolyPad. Here we go. Okay, so very carefully. Oh, okay. So read it very carefully. Sometimes L is given, sometimes W is given. No, sometimes they want you to find, no, here they want you to find the width. So we are good. I mean, I won't just change it to throw you guys off, but it's nice to read. We're going to read it again. The figure represents a flag and 4 different colors, each of which has length L and width W. I can see it. And they're saying all 4 have the same thing. They showed only 2. If the area of the flag is 3,072, remember, in the last problem, we found the area of one rectangle. So I'm going to write here the area of each rectangle is equal to 3072 divided by 4, and I am using my calculator. (3072) divided by 4, I'm getting 768. Okay. Not going to worry about the unit. All right. Like before. Am I going to change this picture too much on the exam? Not really. I won't. Okay, the math will completely change. So this is 3W and this is L. They have to be the same. So I'm going to write L equal to 3W. I see that over on my left. Now, the area L times W is this. Instead of W, I'm going to write 3W. Take it back. Instead of L, I'm going to write 3W. And 3 times W is 3W squared. If you don't mind, I'm going to just jump here. Then W squared, you isolate W squares so that you can find the value of W as follows by dividing both sides by 3. I'm using my calculator. I'm not doing it in my head. I'm getting 256. Now W is equal to square root of 256. And I'm going to use my calculator again. And it's 16 cm. On the exam, your answer should be 16 cm. That's the answer. I know it's right because when I was checking 20, I sneakily checked 21 as well. So that's correct, and I know it. Sorry about this. I don't know how to get rid of this ad. It's very annoying. I'm gonna pause there a little bit, okay, guys? Just 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that. See if you guys have any questions. Awesome, guys. Any questions? Unmute yourself and go for it. All right. This is a little fun, guys. Oh, we're making good progress. We should be able to wrap it up. Okay. Let's see. It's a little tricky, guys. Okay. So bear with me a little bit. Not that tricky. Not that tricky. I'll try to do both here. Okay. Just for fun. All right, guys. This is number 22. Once again, same packet, area perimeter 1. Awesome. Okay. What are they trying to say? A rectangle 18-meter long by 8-meter wide is cut as follows. So the question says all of this is 18, all of this is 8. That's what the question is saying. Okay, now they're going to cut this like this, cut along the dotted lines and rearrange them to form a square. Okay, I'll try to redraw it. Okay, it's going to look like this, guys. I'm thinking, guys, okay? I think it's going to look something like this. Let me see. Let me do a slightly better job. I won't be able to do a whole lot better. Okay, so they want you to find the perimeter of the square. So guys, if you're going to move this side and this side should match. What does that mean? This is 4. This is 4. Okay. So this has to be 8. Okay, one more thing. When you move this piece up, let me see if I can do a better job. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So I'm going to bring this guy right here. So, okay. So guys, I am going to move this shape above. And this is what it will look like. I'll try to draw it. I'll try to draw it as follows. When this piece on the right-hand side goes up, it's going to go like this. That's how it's going to sit. It's still not perfect, but I think you get the point. And they're saying this shape is a square. Like we discussed here, guys, this has to match this. This has to match this. And this has to, the double hatch marks should match each other. Otherwise, it's not going to fit. And the single hatch marks should match each other. Otherwise, it's not going to make a rectangle. So if this is 18, you take 18 divided by 3, you're going to get 18 over 3 is going to be 6. So this is going to be 6, 6, 6. Okay. And this, let me change the color to green. And these two, single hatch mark is going to be 4 and 4. Why 4? 8 divided by 2, that's why. So this is going to be 4. This is going to be 4. So when you move this guy up like here, this is going to be 4. So it's going to be 8 plus 4 is going to be this side, 12. And this side is going to be what, guys? 6 plus 6, and which is also 12. Well, that's a good sign. It is a square. So it's a square. That's 12 by 12. So what is the perimeter of a square that has 4 sides and each side is 12? The answer is times 12. 48. And since it's the final answer, I'm going to put my unit meter. The perimeter of the square is 4 times 12 is 48. That's my answer. I'm going to quickly go check. Okay. I know it's right. I'm pretty confident, but I will check. Yeah, it's 48. And I will, as promised, I'm going to do the next one too. It's a little difficult, guys, okay? If you want to print this handout and cut out this shape, or if you want to draw this shape and freehand nicely, and then cut it out and form a square, you're going to understand the key component is getting this. This is equal to this is equal to this. That's key. And getting this is equal to this. Well, if 8 is divided into 2 equal parts, there will be 4, 4. If 18 is divided into 3 equal parts, there better be 6, 6, 6. Couple of minutes to process this. For those of you who are here, as I promised, I will do the next one as well. I think we are recording this. For some reason, it didn't ask me to, didn't warn me, so I'm going to go on. So somehow, just to let you know, sometimes you'll see some of my videos are long, some of my videos are cut. When the computer tells me that, hey, we're going to shut you down, I shut it down and restart. And when you don't have a lot of people, sometimes the computer will let you come. I think you can have at most 2 people in the house. If nobody's here and I can talk for 2 hours and it won't shut me down, just so that some of you may be curious about why some of the links vary. When there is 1 person, I know you can talk forever. I don't know about 2 people, but we're going to soon find out. Any questions on this one, guys? All right, moving on. As promised, I would like to do the next one. Seems like the answer is 96. I'll work on it. Let's take our question to our discussion area. And this is going to be unavailable. All right. Now, same kind of a story, guys. Same kind of a story. It's 36 by 16. I see that. Because you're going to move this up. Let's see if I can do a better job drawing it. Okay. Stick it here. Oops. Okay. So what is that supposed to mean? Move this up. Well, what they're saying, if you read it carefully, this piece is going to go like this. That's actually much better. And they're claiming it's going to be a square. Okay, that helps, right? So if I am supposed to push it up and get a square, what is guaranteed? What's guaranteed is this side should match this side. Each side should be 16 over 2 or 8. And let's write it. Okay. If this is to be a square, this side must match this side because it'll be sitting on it. And this middle side will be sitting on this. They better match. So if these three sides are to match, all of them together is 36. Each has to be 12. Okay, I can handle that. Now, I am going to take 12 and write it down in green. Not that I have to. That tells me this square. Okay, if this is 8, this is 8, this has to be 8. Oh, let's go back to our orange, pink. Okay, and this is going to be 12. Let's go back to green. This is 12. This is 12. That's 24. Look, it makes perfect sense. This is 24. 16 plus 8 is 24. It is a square. So that's a good sign. We didn't mess up. If you do it and you feel like one side is 12, one side is 13, there's something wrong with your calculation. So you want to go back and check. So we are ready. Answer. The perimeter of the square is equal to 4 times 12. Sorry, 4 times 24, not 12. Each side is 96, and that's a good sign. I know that's the answer. I remember it. That's our answer right here. Let's pause there a little bit. It's a little tricky. Reflect on it, work on it. And of course, the videos are here. I've done 2 examples. Any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Let me get a little bit of tissue and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Let me go back and do the next 2. And I'm going to do both. And that's where we are going to stop today. And the last half an hour, I'm going to save it for our office hours. Let's work on the last 2. This problem seems like, oh, I hope I'll be able to do it. I recently got it. I haven't done it too often, but I'll be able to. It's a little tricky. That's all really I'm trying to say, guys. It's a little tricky, so bear with me. I hope I'll be able to do it. Make it a little bigger. Much better. Make it a little bigger. Okay. It almost seems like it's unsolvable when you first read it. Okay, almost. So what are they saying, guys? Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Okay. The gray square in the middle is inside the rectangle ABCD, has its vertices on the side. So they're saying this gray square you can see, it's a square. These points are on the side. That's all they're saying. I'm going to pretend we'll survive 10 more minutes. Okay, guys, let's do this if you don't mind. Let's jump out of this session. Okay, I'm going to start with this. Let's jump out and come back. This problem will take me more than 10 minutes. So let's jump out. It just gave me a warning that's going to shut me down. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. We're going to have at least one more recorded session. It may be a little shorter. See you soon, guys.